Metropolitan is not here. We'll have a very short program. Comrades, we'll then start with our program. In the program, we were going to have a message of support from Sadtu, Provincial Babebelunga. After NHB, we'll request Abangobi, Angaz Noma Sebe Kona yini?
No problem. Sure. Good evening, beautiful ladies and gentlemen, to all the dignitaries that may be here. On behalf of Old Mutual, we are extremely... Viva! Viva! Viva Old Mutual! Viva! Viva! Amandla! Thank you so much. So one can stand here tonight and say a lot about Sadtu. Tonight is not about policies. I'm not here to tell you how important it is that you have a life cover or how important it is you have a funeral cover. But you know, Old Mutual offer you the health wellness benefit. And ladies and gentlemen, we will touch bases with your respective district organizers to see how best we can help each...
Viva Sadtu, viva! Viva Sadtu, viva! Thank you so much. I think my boss has said everything and she has said it all.
As our strategic partner, as Metropolitan is coming to the stage, I think it's important that we remind ourselves that the theme speaks to the provision of qualified teachers to our school. It speaks to the equitable deployment of teachers. NHB, are you here? NHB is also not here. Let me then request Abakopi to... The General Secretary of the... see him.
I walked around the whole day, reminding them. Now if they come, I can give them a sense of starting to lead us to me. Once I speak,
Yodwa isosalism. Yeah. Mandla. Amandla. Ndosi, let me take this opportunity this evening to recognize our President, Comrade Marope Mapila, the National Working Committee, because the Vice President has indicated to me it was critical that they be here and therefore they are needed. But let me also appreciate you as National Executive Committee, 10 members, when you go back to your school to recruit them. 1,300, each one of you must recruit, welcome us into the kingdom. So I want to thank them. The Communist Party today, and we have started with short speeches because we want to eat and we want to see us really acknowledging those who have entertained us today. Comrade Fasicha is going to do the honorable thing of thanking all of you. But I cannot stand here tonight and not... More importantly, our VIP guests tonight, our participants. With brooms, they forgot to do that. I met some of them on my way yesterday when I was coming. Because where is my brother Matthews?
Mzwandile, uphi? Ewe, mhlekazi wami, let me acknowledge you and the entire leadership of the two departments, sports, choristers. They start building some other notes. That's very creative. I love that. That was part of the entertainment. For what they call themselves TV online. Thank you. Thank you so much for doing. Indicated that evening galas are not about speakers or speeches. However, a tribally divided organization into one unitary structure called Sadtu. We owe them. We have to pay the debt to execute our national democratic revolution in our sector as education, in ensuring quality public education, in ensuring fulfilling. We're really touching. But I was sitting somewhere there and I heard the song from Limpopo to say, then how do we rename the street? Because we had thought, this guy is solid, he's a rock. It's like, very quickly, Comrade President, as we reflect today on our birthday, we have achieved a lot and we still have to achieve more. To 14 million learners in our schools. You have opened the doors of learning and culture. You have ensured and the future of our country. Yes, there are challenges, many, many challenges that we have got to confront all over Egypt for captivity. In other words, that the people who were really oppressing and suppressing us and of really seeing them, but we were cooking for them. We were washing their clothes. We were doing their gardening. We were doing everything for them. And then I hear that who will inject your children and kill them like they did. Remind us of the scars of many people that have been killed. We have named our head office after death. Don't risk. Because then for comrades and cadres that want to go back. I hear these things in corners, but I want to challenge you that I and scientific education, we didn't have that. When the millions of people in this country did not have the running water, we can say yes, 89% of our people today have got water. Comrades, you have 2.1 trillion rand in your pension fund. Go into energy. Make sure, because electricity and energy is about everything. And the comrades laughed at me and said, I said to them, you are going to be like those 3 cents. I'm gone. The 5 said, you know what, I worked so lazily. I like sleeping. But look, I got 2 cents extra, so take and then I will leave you. Nothing to do with the money, but you'll have the money, but it will not worth anything. It was some years ago, Sfuwa. We are here today. I'm not a prophet. Yesterday, ourselves. So please, pardon me when I have to lecture you about what you know. But I am saying, let's unite. Talking to yourself sometimes. And as I'm standing here, I know that as we celebrate, so one of the challenges today is that the teachers are being killed in our sure that we are able to defeat ignorance and self-hate. Because the torture that our girl children and our women it has in terms of capital in our country, they resort to violence. That have been raped. And that's not a society that you and I had fought for, and a society that we envisaged, and a society. Let's reflect. Let's have conversation with ourselves. Let's say we have to stop. We have to end gender based violence, and with this music, I'll be happy. Because when I think about, Gauteng saying that there's a train, Sitimela Sadtu, I'm so happy because I wanted to really embark on that particular journey with Sitimela Sadtu, is the financing of education. We have agreed that education, we cannot lose the teachers, right? Dr. Matthews? Where they're still using a pit toilet, we are able to do away with pit toilets. We are able to do away with mud schools and mud infrastructure because we have to. Education is a catalyst. Education is an enabler, and education is a game changer. Therefore, you've got to invest in education. There will be nothing that we can do without us having those particular resources. So, thank you so much. Create our knowledge. We've got to make sure that as we deal with technology, we drive that. We are in the driving seat of technology in our schools. And thanks to that, because capitalism and the system of capitalism is about exploitation, that whilst we have to welcome technology and we can't be alienated to technology, it is. Thanks, Eastern Cape, for making sure that there is isiXhosa in terms of grade 12 and everywhere else. And we want to encourage all the provinces. When we are looking at Pearl, so I listened that the cake will be here. The cake is here. Now, we have not forgotten about your pensions. We have not forgotten about your two-pot system. It's coming. We're working very hard. We want to change. We want to disrupt everything in this country in order to rebuild an inclusive economy. We want a sustainable economy. And to do that, we must be reckless. Please join recklessly. Sadtu iyasetshenzelwa. Iyasetshenzelwa iSadtu. iSadtu rayisebenza. Ons werk vir Sadtu. Siyabereka. Uphi program director study so that I pay my debts. If we can create those new people in our country. Yes, I'm
just following on you. Our guests and people that will have made our celebration a success. We want to acknowledge our assessors. They are still here, some of them with us here. We also want to, as part of what pillar is international, is pillar number 4, acknowledge the
ngaphandle kwakho njengengoma yena engishaya ubusuku bonke njengengoma yena engishaya ubusuku bonke ngiyokwenze njani ngaphandle kwakho njengengoma yena engishaya ubusuku bonke. I love you more than I love myself. I love you more than I love myself. Zapata today, zabudubuda today, zabududububu bye.
And take their 3 minutes very quickly. NHP, come and take your 3 minutes as Abango.
Do this as part of gratitude to be here. Thank you to the leadership of Sadtu for allowing us to be here. We are NHB. Unfortunately, we move, we pass. The first winner is Virginia Litloyane. And it's just in fairness, Virginia. It's just in fairness, Virginia. The second name is Bulelwa Nokwebu, and she's from Fezeka Loli. Bulelwa, on a count of 1. There comes Bulelwa. Bulelwa, can you? All right, the last name, hopefully the comrade is here. We have Tidibe from Khalaletang Science High.
Two. Salmonane. Abo Salmonane Exhibition Center. Agashinji. Nisara to connect, but yeah, Nisara to go. Oh, yeah. Oh, Salamot. And this one. Happy birthday to you, Sadtu. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, say Sadtu. Happy birthday.
The night is still young, comrades. There is still more to come. I am looking for the Vice President, Sports, Arts and Culture.
Amandla! Amandla! Bopha Mpumalanga! We dispense of this duty before we run out of time. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride. We lend each other our ears. Imanike. Imanike. We shall ascend the podium and thank all your efforts, which have been effortful, through the in Africa, SADC, and the world. We have two guests from the Botswana. We have two guests from the Botswana Teachers Union. Can comrades quickly come? Comrades, we made a glaring mistake. The SG, the Secretary General of Botswana Teachers Union, the green one, Kochongika. The two sign language interpreters, are they in the house? That way. Truly. We know Comrade Sabelo excused himself, but Comrade Mkululu, can you quickly request Mr. Matthews and Mrs. Zungu to come to the stage? GS, please. A certificate that is written the category in which that particular region was performing. Other part of this is that there is a medal for each member of Sadtu. Comrades, those medals are very important for these members. Make sure that they receive them. We are going to start with comrades, I'm just going to call up the meeting. So you must take yourself the meeting as soon as I call you.
Oh, I thought you were just going to give.
Khawulezisa. Fezeka Loliwe. The Deputy Chairperson of Gauteng, please come. John Tualo Khaitiwe. Comrades, we are going to put the letter back. Anyone from Gauteng, comrades? Inkosi. Put there at the back. Northern region. Yes.
She calls, you give. She calls,
You are not
give.
giving me, Kengo.
Yeah, please.
Piwa Kamchula Kwamanda. Southern region. Capricorn. Mzansilikwa. Oh, sorry. We are watching duet now. Mzansilikwa. Coastal region. TJ Madlala. Mzansilikwa. Capricorn. Student chapter. Awarding the sextet. YRA of head office. Fezeka Loliwe. We are awarding the MTQ. Gauteng North is that they are medals. Because there are many, you will get them separately. So we're just going to give you the certificates. TJ Madlala, Poli Kabata. We are awarding the last of the categories, comrades of the awards. Involves the provinces. Also giving them a trophy. The certificate reads, Certificate of Appreciation. This is to certify that a particular province the place of the rising sun, Mpumalanga. Yes. No, you'll get them from your... I hope. I hope.
The time is already 10:15. Hence, I'm not going to waste much of the time and call for the National Treasurer to lead us in the cutting of the cake. After the national
Exercise that the union is about to take part in. And it is also an exercise that is going to go down in history. And you are also going to be counted. Comrades, we request our guests to please come here. 3 years old, please. Birthday, Sadtu.
Thank you very much, Comrade Treasurer. Amandla, this is that she's going through, and also for the medical aid. So we request, comrades, because she has been phoning the phone and the phone is ringing, which is indicative for serving stations. I see one there, VP. I see 2 this side. There are 4 serving stations. So we'll request pay.
Thank you very much. Allow me to acknowledge our President, Comrade Mahope Mapila, our General Secretary, Comrade Mugwena, that has been acknowledged by our General Secretary. I will come back later to them to thank them. Comrades, we've come to the tail end of 2 very eventful days. We conclude We didn't think about caps. We're just here to enjoy ourselves. And this is what the purpose is of these events, comrades. So thank you very much to the...
I want to request all comrades to come back to your seats. Comrades, please go back to your seats. Bengicela abantu abaphakathi ngiyanxusa amacabane. Ngiyacela comrades.
I think the first part that we need to acknowledge and appreciate is the organizing committee level at the provincial level, where we started with it. Then, comrades, we want to thank the sign language interpreters, the pianists, the conductors who added their skill. Interpreters, the pianists, the conductors who added their skill to the ingredient. Unfortunately, due to time constraints, we will not be able to do that. But from the bottom of our hearts, comrades, we want to thank you for gracing this occasion with your presence, taking the time out of your through your performances. So comrades, thank you for the fact that you took the time to practice. Thank you for the beautiful outfits that you had out of...
Our guest, please.